Day 25. Hello, hello. I brought the caterpillar house indoors yesterday. It was going to be 40 in the 40s last night and then again tonight. So I just thought they're better off inside. As you can see, if you use your imagination, you could almost like see the abdomen of the butterfly with the wings perhaps on the outside there. Very interesting. You can see they're a little bit longer than an inch. They're approximately an inch and a quarter. Most of them, some of them are a little bit smaller. I still have eight and a half really. Inside this food source there is a chrysalis, and beside it in the back where the food has gotten somewhat moldy, I didn't want to move it, is like a half that a caterpillar spun its silk out, so I'm not really sure what that is, but it's interesting. You can still see the two very prominent chrysalides. I looked up the plural. I kept on saying chrysalises, and it's correct actually. Two chrysalises is the plural form of chrysalis, or you can just say collectively chrysalides. How many chrysalides do you see? I see 8.5. Technically, it's not a half an organism. That's just my use of the term. But there are 9 organisms, or 9 chrysalides, 9 chrysalises. Say that 3 times fast. I was on main campus today. I was at school, and I was so convinced that when I came home, I would see a habitat full of painted ladies. And I see 9 chrysalides, which is okay. So day 25, still looking at the 9. You know, I tried something a little bit differently. I really created a habitat with plants and soil and different structures, different items to mimic an outside environment. Because basically what happens is you get this little pint-sized plastic container. The food source is on the bottom. The caterpillars are just slightly beyond egg stage. They're just tiny caterpillars, like 2 millimeters when they first came. And they stay in that food source, and then typically you're supposed to allow them in that food source for the entire time until they attach themselves to, there was like a cheesecloth, like a little lining, a fabric lining inside the lid, and they would attach themselves to the fabric, and then you're supposed to take it out of the jar and then connect it to the top of a screen. Kind of looks like a laundry bag pop-up is what we're given, and it's great. It's a great environment, but it's not the outdoors. So I was trying to provide an outside environment where they, like I said, could crawl around, explore, exercise maybe. You know, what's the impact of exercise on a caterpillar's life cycle, caterpillar's growth rate? You know, there's a lot of things that we could experiment and investigate. So I'm really not sure if it has any impact. I've taken great measurements along the way. I would usually measure 2 or 3 because it's difficult to measure all of them. I had 12 starting out, and then take the average of those measurements just to get like a daily, or every couple days I would measure. So I'm really curious, like, does the size of the environment have an impact on the size of the caterpillar or the size of the butterfly? I don't know how I'm going to measure those yet when they come. But the big learning for today is the plural of chrysalis is chrysalises or chrysalides. Hope you're having a great day. Happy day 25.